My name is Donna Welling, and I am a caregiver for my parents. My mom needs 90% of the caregiving. They're both in their own home, and my dad does all the caregiving on site. There is no handbook, unfortunately, for caregivers. That's very unfortunate. So it's a matter of questioning her GP or questioning her regular doctors. If I think she's in crisis, I will hop in the car and drive up there no matter what time of day, and that would be a 3-hour drive to Edmonton. I'm the oldest of 3 siblings. The other 2 do live in Edmonton. Not everybody wants to be involved, and I have learned to respect that.
My name is Karen Cuthbertson, and I'm the Manager of Support Services for Caregivers Alberta. When caring for seniors, some of the biggest issues are dealing with various levels of frailty, which really is more than just thinking of their bones being frail. It's frailty in their ability to continue doing what they would do on an everyday basis, how active they are, how well their brain is working. And this might decrease quickly, but the majority of the time it's more of a slow progression. And another big part is isolation. And memory is kind of tied in with that as well, because sometimes it's just that lack of interaction. If they're worried about people seeing that their memory is going down, they might not interact as much.
Biggest challenge communicating with my mom will be, how much do I divide it up between being a daughter and a caregiver? And so I try to pepper in the questions about caregiving and her medical status versus asking her about her flowers or anything else. I have to limit the number of questions, even though I know at the end of the day I'll need the answers. I will maybe ask some of the questions myself, and if I feel my mom getting agitated, I'll ask my sister to ask a couple of the questions from a different angle.
Keep an eye on what's really going on. Read between the lines when you can and figure out, okay, why are they upset about this? Or I was just here and they didn't remember. Or, oh, I just noticed the bottom of the pans are burnt, like they've left the stove on a few times. So really trying to read between the lines when you're caring for a senior to figure out what else is going on. So some of the biggest health issues that caregivers of seniors are facing are really looking at their decline. A lot of seniors will maybe try to hide that, okay, I'm not getting around as much, I'm tripping more, I have memory issues.
I have to figure out if she's giving me the full truth, because she will describe a situation the way she wants it versus what the actuality is. I will sometimes find her the right medical care, and then she's not interested. It's a challenge then that doctors don't want to necessarily work with her either.
When you're dealing with a parent particularly, and the relationship has changed, you're now caring for them instead of them caring for you. And just thinking of different ways to slowly get in there and have them expecting that, hey, I'm doing this because I'm interested. Making decisions is usually where the harder part comes in.
My name is Krista Mulberry, and I am the Social Prescribing Project Manager with the Edmonton Seniors Coordinating Council. We get to a point where those decisions, we're already past that capacity of decision making and people being able to make those decisions on their own. So that's when I really think that it's important to consult your family physician or your practitioner to have those conversations and to help support you through that.
It's not easy to find professional support and resources. I've found tapping into friends and family has been my best resources. The other best resource has been Caregivers Alberta. They've been superior counselors over anything I've used through my family assistance program or my husband's family assistance program or independent psychologists. Because they've been through it themselves, they can relate.
There are programs out there. 211 accesses supports across the city of Edmonton for seniors to access supports. They have the referral specialists, intake and referral specialists, which can connect people to programs in and across Edmonton. Also through 211, seniors activity centers are a really great place for people to connect with one another. Also working kind of with healthcare lens, now we have the social prescribing project, which connects healthcare providers when they identify a need for clients to access services, which then through that referral process, clients can have access to a link worker or a social prescribing case manager who then works with them directly hand over hand to access those supports.
That's where Caregivers Alberta actually comes in for a lot of people, is we can't make it better, but we can walk beside you. And just learning that, okay, if this action is going on, how to use coping skills, how to walk away, just figuring out different ways to try to bring that agitation level down without arguing. A lot of people also, particularly with people with dementia, they're like, oh, I don't want to lie to them. There's a difference between lying and changing the topic.
It's important to know they're heard and seen because they deserve the respect. Because they've grown old, they have the experience, they've been amazing the rest of their life. In order to show respect, I will try to ask them questions versus just give them demands or statements. I will also try to see it from their perspective. They're doing the best they can. You have to not take it personal.
Just because they're saying things, it's not a reflection of you. I tell a lot of people, like filling out your green sleeve, looking at goals of care, anything like that. Those are important things to talk about. And I say anybody over the age of 18 should have one. Sit down with your parents or your spouse or whoever it is. Get the paperwork, but do your own at the same time. Expect that the relationship is going to change a bit. It's looking at how can I switch from being a son or a daughter to a caregiver and still maintain a relationship.